Welcome once again to The Voice of the Coast, joined tonight by the mayor for the town of Berwick, Duval Arthur. We appreciate you coming in.
Chris, thank you for inviting me.
All right, I want to talk about a project that came up recently, and you've let the public know this is going on, and God willing, and the money comes in, we're going to have a nice expansion to the recreation facilities at over by the Civic Center. Tell us what's going on.
You know, our main direction that we've tried to go in since I've been the mayor is to improve recreation for just many, many reasons. If kids are out there running, playing ball, just chasing that soccer ball, doing all that exercise is good for children. It's good. It's good for us adults too, if we could, I guess, find something that we like to do. Pickleball is one of those things that we like to do. So we built 12 pickleball courts in Berwick. We have 4 indoor, and we have 12 under the bridge, and we have 6 more at 4th Street because they all get used. And we feel like adults are certainly using it a lot more than children right now, but it gives adults something to do. We have Dixie Youth Baseball, we have girls softball, Pop Warner flag, or not Pop Warner anymore, it's the NFL flag football, and we have that. And we already utilize the large baseball field out there for Berwick Junior High as their home field. So there's been talk of possibly letting Central use that field if they run into problems with what they're going through, and it will always be available, and it's certainly things that we will talk about.
We got an artist rendering of what it is we're looking at, and this is try to orient yourself looking at it from a sky view. The big thing we're talking about here, I think, from a practical standpoint, obviously a lot of parking we're adding on.
Absolutely.
A new road which is coming in, that's going to be invaluable. A second road to get people in and out of here, because when big events go on, obviously it can be tough to get in and out of there.
And dangerous. You know, we've always looked at the Mardi Gras balls and looked at functions at the big weddings at the Civic Center, and the parking lot would be full. People, there's no places to park, so they park all along the street there. And if a fire truck had to get in there to put out a fire, it couldn't get through. It just is not. It's just not wide enough. Ambulances would probably have a hard time getting through. So we felt like having a second road that goes all the way around the Civic Center, all the way around all the soccer fields, and coming back to Highway 182 would give us at least a chance of getting a fire truck in there or ambulance, whichever was needed, and for evacuations or for whatever. There's also we distribute food for the needy the 4th Friday of each month at that Civic Center, and usually there's a long line. And if I'm just thinking for a hurricane, you know, we could bring people in on that new road and run them all the way through. It'd get people off the highway. We'd get them and get water, ice, and MREs or whatever we were distributing,
right,
and get it to the people.
So a good practical use there, even beyond when we're looking at it for sports.
Right.
And you mentioned NFL flag.
Yes.
You're looking at a new NFL flag football field, which I'm not sure of the size, roughly somewhere in 60 to 80 yards.
Right.
But this is going to be a purpose-built field for NFL flag.
That's
is
correct.
there that big a call in the area? Because it's been a while since I've been involved with NFL flag. I had a son that age, played for a while, but that's a long time ago. And at the time, I think Berwick had 1 or 2 teams. There was a team
Right.
coming from Patterson. Most of it was coming out of Morgan City. Is that
Right.
that big a call for a purpose-built flag football field in the area?
Well, we think there is. Right now, what we're using is the large baseball field out there, and you know, setting it up with painted lines out there, and but You know, it's just in the middle of a baseball field.
Right.
What we're talking about is putting some aluminum stands out there on both sides. We're talking about putting overhead lights so that you could play at night. It's something that we feel that kids will love, out there playing in their own football field.
Okay, I hate to interrupt you. We're up against a break here. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back and talk more about this on The Voice of the Coast. Stay with us. Welcome back to The Voice of the Coast. Mayor Duval Arthur for the town of Berwick joining us today talking about a proposed sports complex, actually an existing sports complex. We're looking at expanding on it, provided we can get the grant money. What kind of grants are we looking at here?
We're looking for a grant to help us with the infrastructure on doing this. Obviously, parking is a major issue. We're going to need a lot of limestone to cover the parking lot. We're going to build there is an existing road that goes all the way around, but it's not paved, it's not improved. It's just a grass driveway is what it amounts to. It works fine when it's dry, but it won't work with a fire truck if the ground's wet back there. So those are considerations that we're dealing with. So we're trying to get infrastructure funds to finish the parking lot, the road, and then a concession stand, bathroom set up for those soccer fields. Right now we have portalettes out there that we're using, but all the soccer in St. Mary Parish is taking place right there in Berwick. And every Saturday morning, from 8 in the morning till noon, you can see some really great soccer out there.
That's a big deal, having that many people out there, and the concessions are a big part of it. What are you doing right now for concessions without a purpose-built stand?
The league itself, starting this year with a concession stand. They have a truck with a grill and everything mounted in it, and they're selling like water and drinks and then hamburgers and hot dogs. That's basically what they're doing.
Okay, but they're bringing their own.
Yeah, they're doing that themselves.
Okay.
And they keep the money to buy uniforms and stuff.
All the fields out there are grass, including the softball fields and the baseball field out there. Are we looking at any kind of improvements to those fields?
We're also going to make improvements on the girls' fields. We're doing some of them now for my general fund. We're putting new fences around the girls' softball field. They were in terrible shape. And we're looking at putting AstroTurf on the infield of the girls' softball field. So I just think that's a plus, because we had a lot of rainouts last year. And when it rains, the infields are dirt, and then it gets muddy, and then you can't play. And so we're looking at having AstroTurf infield and go out a little bit past the infield markers to give the kids a chance to not have a rain out, but be able to play if the rain stops.
Baseball, and I'm talking about travel ball, baseball and softball, getting just bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
As you make these improvements, does it set up Berwick to be in a better position to possibly host some big events out there?
We're hoping that will bring them there, because there are no other AstroTurf fields in the parish. And like I say, we would like to be we'd love to have the whole field AstroTurf, but we want to crawl before we walk. And like I say, if that grant doesn't get approved this year, we're still going to do the project, and we're going to reapply next year for the same grant. So it's just a matter of, we will get, we're going to get it done. It might take us a little while, but we're doing it out of our general fund. But we're gonna do it. And,
okay, so you've got the money.
Yes.
And you're just trying to hopefully replace it.
Right.
With
That's
this.
right.
What's a realistic timeline for seeing these improvements start?
Well, like I say, we've started on the girls' softball fields, putting up new fencing around there. I think that's complete. But then the road, we had our engineer mark off the road, and he's going to give us an estimate of how much limestone and asphalt we're gonna need to cover that road. We wanna make it hard surface if we can, for traffic getting in and out. They'll be able to use that road.
Okay, very good. All right, look forward to seeing that happen, and hopefully, I mean, these are already lots of use going on back there,
Right.
and hopefully we'll see even more as
Well, like I say,
things go on.
it's a very nice facility. I'm glad somebody had the foresight way back when to get that property and build that civic center, and it's turned out wonderful for our little town.
Okay, thank you,
and,
Mayor. Appreciate your time.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.